Welcome back to Create2Game, where we connect creators and gaming. I'm Moogli, and I'll catch you up on this week's gaming news. Asus is changing its repair policy after charging customers outrageous prices for hidden fees and repair costs that should have been covered under warranty, and now people are fighting back. So what happened was that people had the warranty. They were requesting to have a part fixed that was under warranty. It should have been either free or covered under low cost, a predetermined cost. Everything was going okay. And then when they got the bill for it, it had a way larger amount that people had to pay. And when they talked to support, they would just say, well, this is the price. This is how much you have to pay now. And it was really frustrating. So now the company will refund anyone who had to pay those additional repair fees and will include a breakdown moving forward of repair costs when the customer gets charged. Customers can email the support team and request a refund for these if they think they were overcharged. So that email is executivecare@asus.com. It didn't say anything about how far back this would go if you were overcharged, but I'm pretty sure if you just email that email address and have a breakdown of everything, your warranty and how much you were actually charged, they might be able to refund you. But I'm glad they're doing this, and I'm glad there's going to be a price breakdown moving forward, because that was ridiculous. I'd be so mad if I spent money on a warranty only to be charged for something later after thinking that I was getting my laptop fixed under warranty. Amazon Prime Big Deals Day was October 8th and 9th, and you know this girl loves Amazon. I actually didn't mean to shop during that day, but I did. And one of the products that they featured was the 90s toy Tamagotchi. The product was on sale during this 2-day period, which is what Amazon was mainly promoting, but I was more excited because I found out that they sell Star Wars, Toy Story, and Jujutsu Kaisen Tamagotchis. I had no idea that they did that. It was so tempting. I almost got one of each until I had a flashback of a couple years ago when I was gifted a Tamagotchi. It was so nostalgic, and I was super excited and willing to take it off of this person's hands, not knowing why they were giving it to me. And then every day, every night, nonstop, well, not nonstop, but at random times of the day and night, you would just hear it beeping, wanting attention. And it got to the point where I had to take it, wrap it up in layers of washcloths or clothes or fabric, hide it in a drawer that was tucked away in my closet because I didn't want to hear that beeping all the time. If I wanted to get up in the middle of the night at random hours, I would just say, hey, Simba, let's hang out, because shout out to Simba, my old man needs to go potty at all hours of the night. Let me grab Simba. Shout out to my boy Simba, who wakes me up at all hours of the night. But anyway, so don't get tricked into that. If you have the responsibility to take on a Tamagotchi at this moment, then I would suggest getting a Star Wars one or a JJK one. But if you can't, don't get trapped like me. I feel like they're more annoying now than they were in the 90s and 2000s, because I remember loving Tamagotchis as a kid. I don't know if they made them more annoying or if I was just super excited to be actively involved in a toy back then, but who knows. Ubisoft acknowledged discussions of a company buyout and might have to go private. After a year of declining share prices, Ubisoft and its major investor Tencent are considering the best path for them to be more successful. A representative from the company said, quote, Ubisoft has noted recent press speculation regarding potential interests around the company. It regularly reviews all its strategic options in the interest of its stakeholders and will inform the market if and when appropriate, end quote. As if this unknown wasn't enough, the company is now facing backlash about a lawsuit claiming that the Ubisoft store shares customer data with Meta. The lawsuit states that the company is violating the Video Privacy Protection Act, the Federal Wiretap Act, and the California Invasion of Privacy Act. We might see a class action lawsuit for this coming up in the future, but in the meantime, make sure you read the fine print before clicking I accept. Here are some of the games coming out this week. We have Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, Europa, Starship Troopers, Extermination, Metaphor, ReFantazio, Thronefall, Transformers, Galactic Trials, and Undisputed that will be out on October 11th. New World Eternum and Neva coming out on October 15th. And finally, A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead, and Super Mario Party Jamboree will be out on October 17th. I can't wait to play Mario Party Jamboree. I'm excited. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are excited for that one. This week, I want to know, what is the first game you completed all the way through? I think mine would have to be Pandemonium for PlayStation or any of the PlayStation Rugrats games. Side note, this wasn't my first playthrough all the way through, but the Rugrats All Grown Up game for computer was so fun and so underrated. I used to play that all the time. I don't even know how many hours I sunk into that game as a kid, and I played it over and over again, and I would play it now, so don't remind me after this because I will probably go try to find it and drop a bunch of money. If you want to have your answer featured for this question, which was the first game you completed all the way through, leave a comment where you're watching this or respond to the question thread on my social media accounts. I actually posted this question a little bit early this week just because I was curious to see what people had to say. We already got a ton of responses, so if you want to be included in next week's episode, make sure to leave a comment as well and I can share your thoughts. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Create2Game. You can find me on Valkence Social at Moogli, and to join Valkence Social for yourself, head on over to social.valkence.com. You can also find me on all other social media platforms at MoogliGames. Be sure to head to valkence.com for updates on all of our other podcasts, latest news, and more from the Valkence family. See you next time.